Alright, we should be live. I do need to figure out how to add a message for our Kickstarter. I don't think it's this goal thing. Hold on, let me look that up real quick. I don't know. That's fine. If there pops in here, I'll have him tell me how to do it then. But we're just gonna be playing on the game today. Just chilling, have a little bit of fun. Puru is in this build for developers only, so we might look at that a little bit. And Smagsy here in chat is going to be showing me a new location that Era's been working on. It's like a marshy swamplands area with some mangroves that he actually made himself. So that's pretty exciting there in and of itself. Should be here, right? Yeah, it's there. It's a little too big for the screen, but we'll go look at that then. I want my sunsetter on us today, though. You know? Ooh, let me change a setting real quick. With streaming. Should be this one. Let's see if that breaks things, or if it makes things happier. OBS is yelling at me. It says my bitrate is too low. Oh, and you'll have to let me know how this looks as well, because I'm streaming in 2K now. I was curious how that would show up. Oh, sorry, Fox. You're not home. Yeah, I decided to do an earlier stream today. Desert spawn. I'll take it. And still 120 FPS, which is good. Oh, I learned something. Can turn that off. Should bring our frames up a little bit. I hear somebody. Oh, it's little Leah car. Look, there's a Dryo. Look, Dryos everywhere. Alright, Smougsy, I don't know where you're at, but I'm at the desert as you can see, so I'll wait for you. She's gonna be taking me over to Southeast Island, I think she said. Was the FPS actually better with VSync on? That'd be funny if it was. No, it's about the same. Okay, maybe it's just because I hit apply, but... You're on your way? Perfect. So we did quite a few changes in this last build. I can read them off real quick to you guys, because some of them are quite substantial. So there's a new tool for the tribals. Now tribals do have some issues with their crafting. I don't think their crafting remains if you craft something, which might have something to do with the removal of crafting failure. Crafting no longer fail. I wonder if it now fails 100% of the time or something. Some improvements to the rivers and plant sizes, adjustments to nutrients. Plants will spawn less. It's a little more difficult to grow as an Arano. The hit boxes were adjusted and bite boxes, night vision brightness. You'll no longer have a camera lock while you're eating and drinking. Instead, it's just a little bit slower now when you're looking around. We'll go look at that then. Updated the spear animations. Projectiles detach. A turn radius was adjusted. I'll show that. And then just a bunch of various little fixes that were done. But yeah, you can see this guy, he turns much faster now. And even when he's turning like this. Hi, Teasy. And since I know that's you, I'm just going to grow myself so I can show. Even the adult turns around much quicker now. And even when running. It's not as fast as the Akura. We should look at that one then, but... Also, for everybody's sake, congratulations, you get clear skies. Because I don't feel like talking over the rain. That's the other thing that got adjustments. The weather got some adjustments. Oh, and you can send corpses now. Bunch of good fixes. There are plants. Okay, so we can go check out that eating lock while we wait for Smagsy to get over here. Still can't swim in this kind of water, though. Sounds like the reason you couldn't craft? Yeah, definitely was. I might restart my... Oh, there's the yellow. Okay, so if I start eating this... Oh. There it goes. You can see I'm moving my mouse pretty quickly across the ground, or the table here, and it's just not moving as quickly. Before you couldn't look behind you, but we just decided get rid of that, just make it so it takes a little bit longer to turn around. I am going to restart my game, though. I don't need to save log. I can just Alt F4. Nope, not that screen. That one. Oh, support to Kickstarter. That's always there. I think we're about halfway there, and we're halfway through the campaign. Things are going pretty decently, but you know every bit counts. We gotta reach the goal. It's an all or nothing. Yeah, not being able to look was a little too forced. Yeah, agreed there. Same FPS. Okay, maybe it's just because I'm streaming. Usually get about 30 or 40 more than I am right now, but streaming always takes its toll. Yeah. We have a link for chat here. It is in the description of the video. I know that. I can grab the link. I'm not quite sure how to link it at like the top of the chat bar. I forget how to do that. But I'm gonna go grab that Kickstarter link real quick. Members only. Start a poll, start a QnA. I don't think any of those would be, unless people just use that as their way to add something like that. Yeah, can I like pin this message? Oh, I can. Pin. Haha. Thank you, Smagsy. Should have known it was as simple as that. Alright, how are nutrient drains doing? 94% and food looks about that. That was the other big thing I need to test, is nutrient drains. Oh, and fall damage. Fall damage got some adjustments. You shouldn't be falling from 100 feet and surviving anymore. Does the money you guys get from Patreon goes towards the Kickstarter? It does not, unfortunately. Patreon and Kickstarter are separate from each other. We'll get the Patreon money no matter what, if you're supporting us there. But what I've been telling people is, go support on the Kickstarter this month, so that we can get the goal there. Because Kickstarter's an all or nothing. The southeast would be southeast. Yeah, I'm going the right way. Come on, there we go. You're in the desert now? Come find the disgusting calls of the little baby rhino. I don't like that sound. Look if this changes in this one or in... I remember something about Ultra not being actually very performant, so I'm switching that. No, it's the same. I'm spoiled. I'm spoiled by the 120 FPS I got and how nice it looked. I never thought I'd see a difference between 60 and 120, and then I played as it, and it spoiled now. You're in the desert. Where in the desert, though? I think I hear you this way. I did hear you this way. Okay, perfect. Yes, I see you. Yeah, the way, push. Excellent. And we're going to the southeast island today. Air added a new biome there, I think, with custom trees that he made. You're so much faster than me. This stuff's all fixed up. Yep. Yeah, okay, it was weird. Your dinosaur wouldn't tilt and stuff. Oh my gosh, the dryos are everywhere. There are 300 dryos now. 300 AI across the entire map, and that's the upsized ones. What's the difference between this game and Path of Titans? Quite a bit, I'd say. I mean, there's similarities. You get to play as a dinosaur, but different. I'd say just about everything else is different. I mean, we got our nutrient system. We'll have evolutions and genovariants, which is basically ways to evolve your dinosaur and gain different abilities and perks. We'll have a hygiene system. The combat, I would say, is different. I think Path of Titans combat is very RPG-ish. Like you select kind of like the attacks that you want to use, whereas here you're given them and everybody has the exact same ones. Um, so there's quite a few differences between it. I've also told myself I'm not going to grow or do anything. I want to see, well, I might have to if I can't drink the water there, because I don't think I can. But I want to see how things look in game. The icons do look better. Oh, they did update them. Okay, that's why it looked better. Oh yes, no questing for dinosaurs. That's the other big thing. Yes, Coog and I talked, and they sent over a different icon sheet or some grid and stuff to Chica to get implemented, and then it worked out much better. Yes, and now we go under the water. How long does it take to develop a new creature slash dinosaur from concept to being a playable in game and released? Depends on a lot of things. How much time we put, well, I guess obviously how much time we put into it, but, and funding, of course. The reason though I said time put in, so if it takes, I think it takes raw about 100 hours to concept, model, and get the textures and everything done on something. That's how long you did on Puru. It's kind of what Tropio I think is going to be heading towards, about 100 hours. Now that was over the course of an entire year though. So in that sense, it technically only took 100 hours to get the entire model and textures done, but in reality it took a year because he only worked on it on Saturdays for a couple hours each Saturday. That's just the way things work out there. After that, then it needs animated and sounds and stuff. You know, Arando and Eokar still get a couple sounds here and there. Just as we add more mechanics, they're never ever really complete. I'd say for each of those, add another 100 hours or so. So that's about 300 hours put in there. And I don't take as long putting animations and stuff in because it's the basic code was already put in, and then it's just me grabbing the animation and putting it in a slot, and then it works almost out of the box. It does take a little bit of tweaking. I told Islander the first setup of Puru took me about a day or two just to get up all the settings and everything, and then getting those animations and stuff in when we did that in stream in a decent amount of time. But overall, I'd say you could put another 50 hours in just for the basic parts, and maybe another 50 when it comes to the actual designing and creation and coding process of the special abilities that we're going to have. So all in all, I'd say a dinosaur from the very concept plays to being finished can take about 400 hours of our time put into it. But that's spread, of course, around the entire year or whatever. And it's not 400 flat hours. It's, 100 hours of raw, but then the rest of us can spend those 300 hours all working at the same time, if that makes sense. It's like building the parts for a car is done by one company, and that would be raw. And then I'm putting the wheels on the car, somebody's putting the doors and windows in, and somebody's putting the engine in. So while each of us is technically spending, an hour or whatever doing that, it's yeah. Will there be a dinosaur similar to Herrera from the Isle? Like the way it looks or the abilities? Because there's differences there. The dinosaurs have the most unique abilities. Example, tunneling. A couple have tunneling. 4 of them, I believe. Minmi, Tapijara can tunnel into trees, and there's a few others. But all of them have the same 2 special abilities, their alt attack and their normal bite. The all of nothing thing, if you guys don't reach the goal, will development stop completely? No. It'll still continue. It's just funding will significantly speed things up for us. The only reason I'm not healing right now is because I I'm curious how long it takes to regenerate my stamina, and I want to see if that feels good for a player. Because I test this stuff on paper, but actually playing as it sometimes feels different. But it feels decent. I mean, if I sleep, it'll go even faster. Yeah, that shoots up real quick then. Now with sleeping, your food and water drain twice as fast, but all your regeneration, health, stamina, blood, that goes, I think, 2 or 3 times faster. So yeah, I mean, you're also in a vulnerable spot. I can't move my camera until I'm done resting, but if you're just traveling around, you can just lay down, sleep for, a minute or two, and then you're full stamina again, it seems. Which I like, because then those that just want to have a constant travel or something can constantly do so and regen stamina while they're trotting. Like a rare as in a tree-dwelling ambush-type dinosaur. There's a couple. Ooh, I see the footprints. A couple. So there's a small raptor called Long or something like that. Some weird, funky Asian dinosaur. And it can glide and climb on trees. Tappy Jar will be able to grab onto trees. And I think the one you'll like the most is going to be Arthroplora. And that one will climb up in the trees and fall down on top of players and inflict venom into them. Yes, the Zhuan is what does this, is a small flyer that does poison. Night vision, and is this with... Yes, okay. This level of brightness I accept for a non-overcast night, which, sorry everybody, you're getting to see the overcast so I can test to make sure things look good. Yes. I mean, it's not as bright as the clear skies, obviously, but you can still see pretty well, I'd say. Alright, continuing onwards. Sorry, I was looking at my phone. My girlfriend is, she's on a trip in Disney right now, down in Florida. And so she's busy doing that, but I still wanted to catch up and see how she's doing. She just left yesterday and drove down. We were gonna fly, but just got too expensive. Be playable like Peppy from the Isle. Again, the way it looks or the actual play style. Because I mean, Arano has that same play style. It's a semi-aquatic herbivore. But the look, there's Enigmasaurus, which is a small therizinosaur. It's a little taller than a human, I want to say. And I lost the footprints. Oh, over here. What's my water versus food? 23 to 54. Did I eat it? I think that's right. I don't have a lot of water time as in Rano, because again, semi-aquatic, but... Did you go around the rock this way? No, you went around this way. It's got very bright. Oh. You just look around without it. The foggy abyss. Just play style like jumping out of and diving back into the water. I'm not sure if we have anything that can do that. I know we want Puru to jump out of the water, but that's not like the dolphin diving I think you're thinking of. I don't think there's anything that can do that. Can't wait for Puru. I will hop on there then. I'll hop on Puru then. We can check it out. Are we here? We're here. Yeah, I will want daylight. I mean, we'll check it out at night for a little bit, and then I'll switch it over to day. I don't think anybody's gonna care if I switch it from night to day. Yeah, these trees air made all on his own, actually. I love these kind of like mangrove trees, though. Where is this? It's the southeast island. Yes, I'm gonna switch to day. Prepare for a flash. Yeah, we'll do moon. Oh, don't hit F11. There we go. Alright, where are we now? Okay. Where is the swampy part? Ah, I see it. I think he just put in like a water plane just to test how it will look. He didn't put the actual water in yet. If I remember. Yeah, he just put a plane in right now. Still. This is the kind of marshy lands that I've been looking for. This is where an herbivore needs to live. An herbivore like an Ouranosaurus. Heal up, buddy. Yes, we know that Kribbles can't craft stuff. We'll do a hot fix this weekend for it. Oh, it gets real deep there. Yeah, this is kind of like the marshlands I've been asking air for recently. This is what I want. And way under. I like how dryos do spawn here, though. I think it'll be Puru hunting territories, definitely. Yes, new biome on the southeastern islands. Haven't played in a while. We'll hop on. Come join us. Let me see where. I think the cove is over that way. And desert's that way. I think that's the one peak by the cove. This is cool though. I like this. I think you could use with different plants then, but I think it's just because it's a work in progress, you just use that to kind of conceptualize what it'll look like. Definitely needs like more puddles and stuff then. I like it though. As a sauropod enjoyer, I gotta ask, is there any idea for Europasaurus or how it will work in an ecosystem with large carnivores like Aloe and Giga? So yeah, it's gonna be another, excuse me, one second. Sorry, I had to clear my throat there. It'll be quick for a sauropod is the first thing. That won't be quicker than an Aloe, but quicker than Giga. And it'll also be somewhat aquatic. Being able to kind of walk on the bottom of the lakes and stuff, hopefully. Also high bleed resistance, which is a good thing against Aloe and Giga, of course, because they're big bleeders. However, it is a smaller sauropod, just like any other smaller herbivore, carnivore, any of those smaller species. They're always going to be susceptible prey to the larger ones. I mean, you've got Minmi, Packy, Utah Raptor, Enigmasaurus. All those could be potential prey to an Allosaurus or a Giga, and it's always hard to kind of balance those. So what I usually do is obviously take those in consideration, but I usually kind of look at things in kind of sections. So we've got our first section, second section, third one, I think. I think I have three or four. And I kind of balance around those. So like Utah Raptor is the apex of the small section. And so it does the equivalent of what a Rex would be in the larger section. And then we kind of look at how each of those ones are balanced against each other. So like how can a Utah, go against a Rex or something? And we balance it out a little bit there then. Thank you for showing me this, Smougsy. I enjoy it. Now the unfortunate thing is, I never spawned any food over here, and you can't drink over here, so if you're planning to come over here, don't, because you're not going to make it. Yeah, I think I'll spawn plants over here if the islands get connected or something. Because I don't want all the Iranos to just come over here and the Eocars never get over here or something. How long left on the Kickstarter? 2 weeks. How strong is Might going to be? Quite strong at night, quite weak during the day. I want to give it like a reverse night vision. So during the day, it doesn't see as far, kind of like this, but during the night, it'll see stuff like this. So that gives it that time period to kind of have fun and do its thing. But I also do, to let it, survive during the day, give it a unique echolocation ability, so it can like almost full on pinpoint where players are when it's doing them. So you'll be relying on sounds and you'll be blind like this, and you'll have to rely on just your sounds of clicking and stuff to kind of figure out where your prey is during the day and stuff. Now at night you'll be fine, but I'd like to give that kind of unique take on a dinosaur or something though. Alright, Smougsy. We cut across will be the Tribal Cove. Unfortunately... Oh, that's not the right button. That one. Unfortunately, I'm selling my dinosaur for something better. Something far better than a... Okay, I need an actual good spawn though if I'm going to be doing this. Because I will never make it to water if I don't have one. The redwoods. Okay, I can work with this. I know there's water around here somewhere. What do you guys think will be the most unique creature in terms of species and play style? It's really hard to say. I think a lot of the smaller ones have some of the most unique play styles, but they're smaller, so they might not be as popular. But the big ones, they have cool play styles, but again, they're big. They're the ones that everybody wants to go for. So they also might be quite popular. So it's really hard to tell. Do I believe that will be the case? Let me see if you set something up. I think the EOE, it'll almost be certainly be the case that semi-aquatic dinosaurs are overpopulate because there are 2 islands. Possibly, but we'll see. Because that gives twice the chances of being killed, as well. I mean, In the water, you got Puru. On land, you got Rex. And as a full-on aquatic, you don't really got to worry about a Rex. You only got to worry about Puru. But in those full-on land, you're not worrying about Puru as much as somebody that's fully in the water. I know you have really good falling right now, fall damage, because I didn't actually set it up, so we can do this. Well, I set it up, but it's like the default values of like 10 meters. Get me to the water. Right. Ooh, it is. That's right. That's right. With Puru juveniles, um, they'll actually be a little bit more suited to land than water. Is this the wrong water? Oh my god. It's fine. I know if I go up, I'll be fine. Or down. Puru will be actually better on land than in the water as a juvenile. Well, it's not better. It needs less water than food. And that's to let it go on land and scavenge stuff. Ooh, I haven't seen these flowers yet. Yes, land croc, or grasslands croc. You want no hotspots in the game. That's gonna be difficult to achieve. I know that's something definitely we're looking at, but it's so hard because people always find a way to congregate. How's this guy's night vision? Not bad. I know the adult has really good night vision. I set it as. I'm fairly certain there's water just over here. That's just where I want to get. Such a speedy little guy. I can't wait till he actually has his animations set and everything all set up. Because it's right now I'm working with 3 or 4 animations just to get a kind of playable state. But I mean, it can't eat, can't drink, it can do a bite. Doesn't look the greatest, but it can bite. There we go, I can swim here. Ooh, I'm breathing real quick. Oh, there it goes, it fixed itself. Alright, and there should be some water just over here. Does Puru swim faster than Rano? I think so. I'm fairly certain it does. And water. Oh, there's a sleeping tribal down here. Okay, so don't touch the edges. That's what I just learned there. And don't touch the top. You're a little buggy in here, aren't you? There we go. The reflection is still blue there, but that's fine. So can I touch the top now? Yes, okay, so the juvenile just has some issues. Why is there a Puru corpse here? Shh. Can you eat the tribal underwater? I cannot, unfortunately. Looks nice. Its feet are sliding a lot as it moves. Yeah, the juvenile's just not set up yet. None of it really is. Has a single animation for all the movement. Was the replacement for Caprosuchus? Something really funky to pronounce. Mahajungasuchus, I think it's called. Alright, let's see who's the first person to find me. Oh no, you do have quick turning. I might need to get that changed up. Is there going to be fish for Deinosuchus? It's not a Deinosuchus, it's a Purosaurus. They're very similar in look and size and everything, but there's some slight differences. I know croc fans will point out, but there will be fish, yes. Wonder who the first person's gonna be to find me. Oh, how's this night vision range then? Pretty good. Pretty good, I'd say. Alright. We get to look at the weird funky animation as I run. And when I say run, I mean like... I don't think it actually can run. It's a very slow runner. What? Yeah, 15 kilometers an hour, not even. And then I'm out of stam, yeah. And then it takes a while to get that stam back and stuff. He's not a very good endurant creature on land. You know, you gotta conserve that stamina if you're on land here. Oh, I see a tribal. You're gonna be the first one to see me as an adult. Come on over by the water, buddy. Alright, if you're not gonna come by the water, you don't get it. You don't get Puru jump scares. It's not worth killing him though, because I can't even eat him. Oh, I hear an Arano. I better be careful. Arano's like... Puru does a ton of damage as an adult. Ignore this. Yeah, 700 and it's 7,000 kilos. It's a 10% ratio, so... Is that the final water vision for Puru? It is. It's not meant to be blue like that, but I think, yeah, I think that's the range, roughly. It's quite far. Like I could see that Arano from quite a good distance. I think that's void. Can you catch me? I'm curious if you can. Can you catch it? Come race me. I'm fairly certain I'm like just a little bit faster when I'm running. I think even when I'm trotting even. Or just doing normal swim. Like he's a quick boy. Right now I'm running. Yeah, I'm gaining. Serrano's not safe at all, no. Now if we're both just normal swimming, are you faster than me or am I faster? I know stream is a little behind, so you'll hear me eventually. Oh, an unsuspecting player. And I am faster just normal swimming. So yeah, Arano is screwed if it sees a Puru unless it can get onto land. Which is, that's a shame. Not surprised though. I'm playing as a Puru. Is a Capro gonna be faster than Puru? Hold on. Small break. Jealousy vibes. As I said earlier, my girlfriend's doing Disney, is in Disney for a few days. She sent me a picture of an AT-AT from Star Wars there. Jealous of that. Yay, I'm spawned back. Okay, and I'm still quite big. It seems like tail riding will be a problem. A little bit maybe in the water, but it is... I might have to make a new variables for turning rates in the water, but it shouldn't be too bad. And I mean, you'll then have, you know, your alt attacks and stuff. Oh yeah, now that, who are the people that wanted night vision that's really far and decently bright? Because that's Peru. I think it can see like 50 meters. Tribals can see underwater better. Yeah, I think the tribals aren't set up fully with the correct post-process. They shouldn't be seeing as far. They're like seeing what the original one is supposed to be. The original post-processing, but not the new setup one. Am I going? Yeah, I'm going the right way. Downriver. Smougsy, I'm still here, you know. I'm going upriver. Play it for a little bit longer. I wanna scare like a random person. You can't see anything. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Yes, you can. See everything. Oh, I can see everything. That's not good. See, you can see now. But yes, this is probably the night vision range and brightness you guys were looking for. It is not quite pitch black, but I mean, I can see decently far across this entire river and the both sides, so it's a good range. How fast of a swimmer is Titanoboa going to be? I don't think I've looked at the swim speeds for Titanoboa just yet. Oh, not the creepy music at night. Or ambience, rather. Not sure where anybody's gonna be, actually. Yokar upriver? Drinking? Where? Oh, there's water lilies in here. on the right side, so now it's on the left side since I just turned around. Oh, I see him. Come back, buddy. He might have just saw me a little bit. Look at that, I can see him. He can't see me, I know he can't. I hope that guy actually grew, because that's going to show that Yukar growing is actually a little bit better now. Yes, come back. Hmm. Hi, everybody. Hey, buddy. You full grown? Ah, it's so small. I cannot wait until it gets its grab ability. Back to the water I go. I think it's a little more than a nibble. Definitely a little more than a nibble. Oh yeah, you need to, not even orange. Okay, come here, come here. How about that? There's 3 bites. Red now? Yeah. should have been 5, I think. 4 or 5, if he didn't heal. It's a very quick death with Puru. Unlike with Eokar and stuff, where it's like full on bleed, this guy's full on just raw damage. What does bite force does it have? For its normal bite, it's 700. Ah, I guess it was 4 bites. 5 killed you. Whoops. Yeah, Peru's gonna be a menace. I have no endurance though. Why? Is it because I have no water? And I am getting injured. I need to look at that then. No idea, to be honest. Depends on how quickly anims and sounds are made. If you want it to go quicker, I suggest you go support on Kickstarter. More funding we get there, the quicker things can get done. Oh no, oh no. Suddenly it looks like it's daytime. Oh, it looks like the sun's rising. Interestingly. Now why does it do that? So that's fine. But if I just go out of the water and I'm walking, that's also fine. Okay, I don't know why I did that. Five bites to kill an adult Urano. Adult Eokar should be killed in 3. Because adult Urano is killed in 4 bites, it gets to 2800 damage, and that 5th one does another 400. Now with Eokar, it gets it to 1400 out of the 1800, so it's the same roughly, but it's 3 bites. I know what I just said did not make any sense at all to you guys. It made a ton of sense to me, but no, I'm not gonna eat Nice Boy because he's a nice boy. Alright, I must continue onwards. Find more victims. I'm gonna head up to Arano Pond, I think it's called, or Arano Rock. Love these lily pads. Arana Rock. Okay. How's my endurance doing? Still 100. I wonder if it occurred when I was out of water and I didn't realize and I was out of stamina or something. I can always look back at stream, but... Stop. It's hard to see, but I love what Air did here with this waterfall. Oh. Any guesstimate on tribal crafting fix? Sometime this weekend, I would say we're going to be doing a build to hotfix that, because that is a pretty big thing. So I'd guesstimate around there, maybe Monday, Tuesday, if we're a little busy this weekend. I wanted to see, do I regenerate stamina in the water here? I do. Okay, good. Verano won't anymore, but Puru will still. And there's something that's bugging me here I need to write down and fix. You guys gonna get any more concept art soon? Maybe? I know of some. I don't know if I'm allowed to show it, but I do know of some, so we can see if Highlander pops in chat, or I can ask him if we can show that then. Oh, there's an Eocar. There's two of them. Suddenly I'm gone. Can't pass through the center of the bridge. I just did. I went over it. It looks a little funky going up, but that's fine. It's very work in progress. Move scary fast. I know it. Here, you want to see something scary fast? Here's my turn in place. Actually, fast, about as fast. Might be a little too fast for a Peru on land. I think this definitely is a little, just a little too fast. But you can see me in the sun. So croc out now. It is not just for developers, and you'll probably get to see a little bit more of it tomorrow during the live event. If you don't know about our live event, we're doing I think it's a fight, a brawl or something, and tomorrow 12 p.m. EST, which is about half an hour earlier than when I started streaming today. Go join our Discord. It's in the link below, and sign up for that. Body looks fine. Oh, out of water, out of endurance, stamina's going. Oh, endurance is going down because of the water, and the stamina's low. It feels like it's going down too fast though. But then again, Puru only has 50, I think 50 stamina total. 57 when I have my buffs and stuff, but it would be 50. So it is going to go down a lot faster than it looks. think, and also it goes down as fast as your water drain if you're without water, and it goes down as fast as your stamina if you're without stamina, etc., etc. Ooh, rest. Yeah, keep resting. Can you sleep for me? Whoever that is. I don't know if you're watching stream, but you'll have to hold and then release H. Okay, good, it's going. And then okay, it does that thing. Okay. And back up. So it's almost fully fixed. Turned into a water balloon when he filled water. It's because my nutrients were going down, and as the lower my nutrients are, the thinner I'll look, and it helps you determine if a prey is healthy. I heard a little guy. Betty, you just missed something incredible. I need a Puru footstep, I just realized. I understand, but it seems a bit absurd, and it's not developed's fault. It's very realistic. What? Oh, the body looking fat? Yeah, I mean, crocodiles in general are quite large. And alligators. They're very wide. And that broke my leg. And Peru takes forever to recover from a broken leg. I'm not sitting here and waiting for that. I know better. Instead, we're continuing. Speeding along. Very speedy swimmer, I think. Let's see. 28, 28.3, 25, 20.6, 28.6. It's about 28.77. Am I? Yes, I'm going the right way, upstream. It's a very quick swimmer. And for a decent amount of time, too. And now we're at this pond. Oh, where's... Oh, you're gonna get a picture of me to lilies? I'm sorry. Alright, now I gotta make it to... I think it's this way. If you turn on night vision, we'll be able to see clear underwater due to the darkness. It stays about the same. Doesn't get too much brighter. I'll bite you. I appreciate how quick it bites too. Like you come right by it and then boom. River to your right. This right? No, I don't want to go over land. I want to get to the Urano Rock via water. There's a little Urano. Is that you, Void? It's the same zebra, or zebra if you want to be special, pattern. Will there be further development to the locomotion of the creatures for them to be more dynamic? Acceleration, deceleration, turning, IK? Yes, so Urano and Eokar, they have that kind of stuff. Puru does not have a lot of that stuff, simply because it only has 3 animations. But the others, you know, they have their acceleration and deceleration already. They can turn in place. We might have a few more additive animations like leaning and stuff, so you kind of lean into the turns. And IK is definitely something I'm looking into, so that way I'm not just, you know, here floating. I mean, sloping the body and stuff on slopes and stuff definitely helps, but going to destroy both the Isle and pot the Titans. Amazing devs. Um, Firstly, thank you. We're doing our best here, but I will say, um, I wouldn't say we're going to destroy the Isle or Path or Bob or any of those games. I think it's good to have competition, and I think bringing this competition that we have to the table is going to help bring out the best in not just our game, but also in the other games. Competition breeds innovation. It pushes for change and new things, experimentation, and it's going to make all these games so much better. And I think with the quality that we're pushing for, it's going to help bring out the quality in so many other things. So that said, I will be biased towards Echoes of Extinction. I'm very proud of this work that we've done. I think this is going to definitely be the dinosaur game to go to, just with the stuff that we have planned and everything. It breeds improvement. Yes, yes. All right, no, there's no point in running because I lose my stamina so quickly. Plans to fix the running glitches when you get stuck on the tiniest rocks or branches that makes you teleport far behind. I think that's partially an issue with latency, partially an issue with the collision and stuff. Definitely gonna look into it because I know I get that too. Like if I go run into this tree here, I might even get it. Oh no, I didn't. I think then it's partially just the collisions and stuff, which I know I really want to look into because I don't like that my Puru gets, all the way inside of a tree, but that's really difficult to do because of the way Unreal Engine is. Puru have slow hunger drain like in real life crocs and how they can go so long without any food or some sort of similar mechanic to replicate that. Um, I would like to do that. However, because it's a game and because it's a very powerful predator that can very quickly kill stuff and has its grab ability, which just makes that go even faster, I have to make the food drain a little bit more substantial in order to balance that out. So that way we don't have so many these large predators around, and we only have, a few of them because they're, having to feed off of each other or something. If you die, will the growth be reset back to beginning? Yes. What kind of attacks can my croc do? A single bite. It's one of the 3 animations. It has no, it has 4. An idle, a swim, a walk, and the bite. Somebody said in the in-game chat, their beloved rock has been stripped of food. I've been taking away the food from the Rhinoceros recently. They don't get any more. It's too easy to grow. But if you're looking at future attacks, it'll of course have its alt attack. It'll have, and this is a new one I think, it'll have a tail attack, so it can knock things down that way. And then it will also have a grab ability, which I think you've seen in many other games with crocodiles and stuff. Hopefully the game has plans to where they're not forced to feed off each other all the time, though. No, I mean, it's definitely a good option, I'll say. Cannibalizing is Puru. But, anytime a creature comes to drink, there's an opportunity. There'll be fish and AI in the water. There's an opportunity. Tropial eventually will be at the water a lot, so that's a good food source, especially when you're younger. Are you students of some computer science university or something? Not that I know of. I mean, maybe one of us is, but I am not. I did college for 2 years and then I stopped and got this job here, and this is what I've been doing ever since. I did some other stuff before then, but I think a couple of them are college students, um, and that's up to them to share if they want. But a few people in the dev team are college students, but I think it's mostly our artists and stuff, our programmers rather. Um, either have a degree or have experience or something in between. Will there be AI creatures to hunt for food besides the players to be as food? Yes. Occasionally you hear some weird chicken thing. That's the Dryosaurus. Make a Titanoboa that can grab them, suffocate them as if they're drowning or something. Planned. All planned. Titanoboa is on the roster. Curious, did you want to check the bite count to kill? Are you this one, Void? Because I'll definitely smack you. How's the Kickstarter going? Decent. We're about halfway through, and um, we got about half of the time left. That's what I thought. 3. Such a quick kill. Like if you miss your prey with the grab, you still got a chance with the bites and stuff. Will players be able to do something in order to fight being grabbed? Yes. There'll be like a mini games of sorts. We're still kind of in the process of designing that, but you'll be able to kind of fight back. I'm sure you've answered this before, but will be implemented to prevent land dinosaurs abusing safe drinking spots constantly, which basically makes crocodile players to never snatch land dinos. Our goal is to make it so that every water source is connected in some capacity, either by the river or underground tunnels, and I think that'll really help it, because help out the Puru players and any aquatic players, because they'll be able to go between all those ponds and lakes and everything without traveling on land, and never have a safe water place. Well, they added Peru just for the developers, just for the devs right now. It's not public just yet. Hacky, Utah, Dinochirus, etc. be added to that version of it. Like, the playtest version, no, but in the game eventually, yes. They're on the list as the next few. Want to try regrowing? You should definitely regrow Icar. I think it'll be easier now. Will this game be also on Steam? How much will it be when it's released? It's currently on Steam, and it's going to currently be only Steam unless we get the funding and time to port to console, because that's a very lengthy and costly process. Right now, you can go play it for free. Check out our Kickstarter, check out the Discord, the Steam page. You can play our play test for free right now. In the future, cost-wise, I think we're looking somewhere between just 20 to 30 USD range. Have the FPS and ping been fixed or not yet? That's very dependent on your system. Before I got my PC upgrade, I was playing on a 3060 laptop. I could not stream the game because that always takes things away from the processing power for the computer to run the game. So, and I mean, I'm getting, between 80, it says 86 up in the top right there from Steam, which is a little lower than I'm used to. I usually get 120 or so, but it's because I'm streaming. But depending on your system, because I had a 3060 laptop before, and I would get about 60 constantly. Kidding me, I missed the first Puru stream. Don't worry, I'm still on it. I'll be on for, maybe another hour or so. I mean, since I'm a Patreon and have a copy of the actual game, will the Utah, etc. be added as they're developed? Yes. Yes, since you already own the game that you have, you won't have to buy that again for the 20 to 30 USD. But all this the game that you have right now from Patreon is the full game. You'll get everything that we've been talking about for quote free, since you know you own the game. I think I'm going the right way. That looks like redwoods. Yes, someone tell Ragnar that the Puru stream is on. If target date for release. That's very vague, if I'm going to be honest. For like Puru, for EA, for the full game release, can you specify exactly what you mean for that? I think that's the cave or the cove overlook, and that's the village over there. Oh, the Puru pond is up there. Hold on. Let me waddle my fat bum over there. And we're out of stamina. What Dino Radius got changed? All of them got changed. So the turn in place, which, you know, for Puru is a T-pose, um, they all got much shorter. The running when you're running around and stuff, that's all a lot shorter. You'll have to go play it yourself because I'm on Puru right now, so it'll be hard to compare. Peru's is a little too quick at the moment though, so it'll be a bit slower then. Oh, that's a lot of little things. They all know where I'm going, and they all want to see it. For the full game release, let me check. You were the ETA. Yes, you did ask the ETA question. For that one, I have no idea. It'll be ready when it's ready. Personal opinion, this is not the opinion of every developer or islander or the game itself. As a player, I would think that the game could be considered fully released, and then we continue working on it after our first 7 playables are out. So after Dino Kairos is out, we've got a good gameplay loop, good tribal loop, and everything. I think then could be a good 1.0. And then we just keep developing, sort of like Minecraft and stuff, or GTA. They're still developing and working on their games for 10, 15 years now. Now, what actually happens, I'll be able to play a little bit of decision making in that, but ultimately it'll be up to Islander and what he feels is best. We'll be releasing for console. In the future, yes. Currently, just for PC. Porting a game to console without starting first, and I think even with starting on console first would be a nightmare, is just a nightmare in general. It's expensive, it's time consuming, they are very nitpicky on what can be done. Water, water. There we go. Deal, okay. To the depths I go. Thinking about getting a 5060 so I can actually play this game. My 1650 is too outdated. Oh yeah. 1650 is old. I would not expect this game to run it. I think that's like our bare minimum. Well, I think you could expect to run it, just wouldn't run it well. You'd have to be all low and shut down Discord or YouTube, whatever you have in the background. A 5060 though. Er, two fatal errors though. That's not bad. That's not bad. I'll be honest. Because what last time we had, you know, 6 or 7 fatal errors just within like an hour. And I've been streaming for an hour and a half now, only have 2. I'd say that's fine. I'd say that's acceptable for now. Alright, back here. Don't waste my stamina. Oh, I can waste my stamina. I've got developer powers. I can just heal up. Although, you know what's gonna be faster? Yeah, that works. Uh, go. That's an awful view for you guys though, so there you go. There we go. Little speed croc. And now it's over this way. Why do they happen so often? The fatal errors? There's so many different reasons. I think a part of it is the foliage at times. I know we have some issues with the foliage and um, invalid foliage actors, and those cause fatal errors. That was one of our big issues we had before, just before the tech demo came out, was consistent fatal errors from there. So there still might be some of that lingering. Occasionally, we just fixed one that was an invalid weapon with the tribals. Um, it can be an issue with the dinosaur even. Like any little thing could easily cause a fatal error. Running out of VRAM, I mean, that's probably not a problem for me, um, but running out of VRAM will definitely give you a fatal error. I hear somebody behind me. If you bite me, I'm not playing Puru anymore. I'll give you a little fun fact about the Puru. Another thing with us growing, the juvenile, and this is to play into its more scavenger lifestyle, is about 5 times of a better center. No, not 5 times, 2 times. It can scent up to a kilometer away. It can it scents very far as a juvenile, and the adult is about half that then. And that's to give it a little bit of an edge as a scavenger and everything. I don't really main things. I just play a handful. I play more than others. In the same way, yeah. I mean, I've noticed with the OE, I've played the human. The species that I'm working on the most is the one I play most. Like I was doing Eocar, and once Ororano came out, I was working on that forever. And then now I'm gonna probably be playing a lot of Puru. It's just because someone's working on it, and I want to make sure it's fixed and working and doing well in the water. Heal, grow. Where's my first target? I'm gonna go up there around. Crocs can definitely be a bit faster than they want to be. Like he waddles around, but when he wants to go, and granted it's the wrong animation, he can go quite quick. And I mean his bite too. It's just, if you want to go bite, you're come up to it, boom, done. It has one of the fastest bites in the game. Ooh, my candle is smelling good. It's a homemade candle. I highly suggest making candles if you can. It's a chocolate fudge. It smells like the Hershey factory. If you ever went to Pennsylvania, went to the Hershey factory, it's an incredible smell. The old factory, I should say. It's been torn down, but that was a wonderful smell. To the depths I go. Look at that chunky fella. Admin abuse, infinite stam. Oh yeah, definitely, for sure. You're a very meaty looking Tyrannosaurus. Uh, oh, Deluxe fatal error. I don't know where Void went, but I'm curious if I can get you to come over here so I can bite you on the head. Because if I remember correctly, it takes 2.5 times damage to the head, Arano does. So a Puru should be able to kill it in only 2 bites. Will Spino also be on the first roster released? It'll be on the second suit, as I've called them, because there's 52 playables, so I've just assigned them as a suit of cards. Melanasuchus, are you Ragnar by any chance? You're talking very crocodile talk. It's decently fast though, the bite. And we gotta remember that it's a game as well, so it can't be, overly quick and everything. The animation though, this is a work in progress one, so. What's in the first suit? Eokar, Orano, Puru, Tropio, Paki, Draco Venator, and Dino Kyrus. Hold E to drink. I can't. The ability isn't set up. Ah, you are Ragnar. I knew it. It's so nice that you guys can actually swim now. Well, it looks like you guys swim. It bugged me when it just looked like they were walking before. Make it slide on its belly when walking. It's possible we could do that. Let me get a little more flat open. Ignore it running like that. Because I see what you mean that is up like that. And I would like, it's walking to actually be down. Kind of maybe the trot and stuff can maybe be up a bit more than the run is fully up. But I'll have to let Ek know about that. You're chasing my tail. Which one are you? Who's getting bit? Haha. The tiny EO right here? Perfect. Thank you. That'll help. Can I just one nibble? Is the tail slap coming with the Puru lace or later? Probably with it before the grab, because that's a well. Okay, it could probably come with it as an extra attack, but it won't have its knockdown just yet, because the knockdown will require extra animations, which is what's holding off Arano's shove especially. It requires extra animations for everything to be knocked down, so. It is a shame they don't know the tale of Ragnar. Oh, the crocodile pot. I love his turn in place, don't you? Oh, what a wonderful day in the redwoods. Waiting for that little Eokar to get out of my picture. No, now there's an Arano. Okay, there we go. We do need a tribal here to compare the size. That'll be the big size comparison. F10, yeah, I knew F10 to hide the HUD. How's our night vision? I know, Ragnar, you'll enjoy the night vision because I'm pretty sure crocodiles just have an absurd night vision. It's gonna be one of the better ones in the game. Like, you can see all the way over there and stuff. And it's bright. Once it gets fully dark, you'll be able to see it. It stays bright. See, endurance is going down 2%. I bet it's just because the water drain is that high that the endurance goes down that much. Which is good, honestly, for Puru. I mean, if you're unhealthy as a Puru, it's gonna take a toll on you. Ah, there's a tribal. Looks so scrumptious. What does endurance do exactly? It's basically a well-being multiplier that isn't the well-being multiplier. So there's your well-being, which is tied to your nutrients exactly. And essentially what that does is your well-being increases all your buffs, as well as your debuffs. It'll mitigate your debuffs with your nutrient pathway. Now, endurance ignores nutrients entirely, I'm pretty sure. It focuses solely on your core stats, food, water, oxygen, blood, and all that. And it says, okay, you have high stats overall, we're going to give you an extra buff to those stats. Or it looks at them and says, your stats aren't doing too well, so you're not going to recover as quickly. That's the basic layman's term. Arano takes 6 minutes to regen stam while trotting, and it's the same when standing still. Will that change so you regen faster when standing? It should be faster when you're standing, so I'm going to have to double check that then. And somebody in the game chat asked me if what's the most problematic dino so far to model and such. And what my reply will be is, not sure. Rar models them. Eocar and Rano were equally difficult, though, as Eocar was made from the ground up, which is just pain in itself, and then the second pain, and Arano was made second, so it went through all the flaws of adding a second, of adding another playable, which Puru will not go through as much probably. With Dynamite playing, a very, very work in progress of the Purusaurus. Actually, I could test that regeneration thing right now with stamina. Hold on. We just run for like 2 seconds as Puru. Okay, so I get the fancy numbers. And that's going up by, oh gosh, how much is that going up by? 183 to 326. 326 minus 183. All right. Somebody remember the number 143. And now it's going up by 257,065. Whoops. Whoops. Oh, I can't do that. Wait, no, I can. Let me just do it again. 746,554. No, I need a new number. 511 minus 3,200 is 191. So it's going up faster. So it does go up faster when you're standing still versus trotting versus walking, then even should be slightly different. 446,274 is 172. So yes, it should be. It should be then for Arano, because it uses the same base code for as Puru. We will see Puru vibrating the water as it bellows, like threatening others. Possibly? I'm not quite sure. That'd be quite cool. I am testing on the official servers of the playtest right now. And there's only 23 people of 70, so I can shove another like 50 people on here. And there's 40 of you watching this stream, so should all get on here. Alright, it's time to go bite people. Hi, buddy. Oh, they're right, that's Bug. You gonna meet him? Yeah. We're at Rano Rock. Rano Rock. It's called. Say that 5 times fast. It's at the redwoods or so, just at the edge of them. Heal up because I can't drink. That'd be the most annoying thing. So even if Puru is playable right now, it dehydrates very quickly, and you can't drink. So you end up dying very quickly. Are there any alt attacks on Puru? Not yet. No, I don't want the music. Or not music, ambience. Oh no, I don't. Oh no. Okay, we're safe. What is the objective of the game? Depends. For the dinosaurs, it's to grow and survive. And the end goal will eventually be to evolve your creature as much as possible, and just it's going to be pretty much an endless gameplay loop. You know, you evolve your creature, you go play the game, you get more evolutions, you die, and repeat. The end goal is just to have your creature, you know, get as powerful as you can for each play session, and play through all of them, hopefully. For tribals, it's to figure out the lore basically of the game. So, you know, you build up yourself, your base, you get perks, you specialize into the stuff, go fight bosses, and in the end, you kind of figure out what happened to you and everything. And the dinosaurs, of course, will stand in your way. You look very tasty. Alright, who was that? I'll go heal you now. Oh, it was Nice Boy? Oh my gosh, hold on. There you go, buddy. But at least you know you can survive a single Puru shot, so. I'm going to shrink because I'm curious. So we can see that tree right there. Juvenile cannot. So there's a difference with the night vision. Much does Puru weigh? 7 tons. Oh, he still has his little underbite and his uppercut thingy. Their jaw's broken. How long does it take a dino to grow? Depends on a few different things. So let's take Purusaurus for example. Let me go pull up my stat sheet so I can give you exact numbers, or close to. So if I spawn in as a Purusaurus, I spawn in as a juvenile, and let's say I do nothing with my diet, I just kind of eat normal food, kind of play the game normally, without putting much effort into it. It'll take about 6.8 hours to grow. Now, let's say I spawn into the game as a Puru and I go hard, I'm looking for really good, healthy dinosaurs to eat. I'm eating organs, that kind of stuff. It'll only take you about 4.4 hours to grow. And then next two is if you were to spawn in as a nest, which is going to be really good later on for the active stats kind of stuff, which is a little wonky right now, but basically that increases your stats based on your play style. And the longer you can play, the better your stats can get. But also it helps because you'll get an extra evolution or two. But if you do nothing again, it'll take 8 hours to grow from an egg to an adult, or 5.2 if you end up spending a good amount of time. Now with that, with the with the evolution, or not evolutions, the active stats and stuff, even if you're growing faster, it takes into account the total growth ticks you could have. So if you take 30 seconds between each tick, it'll give you, 10 of a value. But if you only take 20, it'll give you, like 50% more, whatever it's going to be. I should have picked these numbers. 20 and 10. It'll give you twice as much extra points or whatever. Which doesn't make too much sense right now for you guys, but it will eventually. It looks like Puru has some trouble as a juvenile against the edges. Some odd swimming issues, because he doesn't as an adult, right? No, as an adult it's fine. I mean, sort of, but... Is there any way to get food like scent, or I need to kill other dinosaurs? You'll have to kill the dinosaurs, but you can scent dead bodies and eat them if you're a carnivore. How are you going to balance things out when Rex is heavier than paleo accurate-ish Spino one-on-one? We're doing like a semi-paleo, semi kind of monster Spinosaurus. I'm pulling up the image. This is why I hid my screen. So I can show you exactly what it looks like. So this is what our Spinosaurus will look like in the end. You can see it has its kind of paddle tail. It has that kind of sail it would look like for the realistic Spino, but it has that monstrous look into it. It has the beefier arms and legs, but the head, the tail, it's kind of a little bit thinner and stuff. It's a mixture, but it's going to be. I can pull up my stats again, actually. Yeah, Rex is a ton heavier, 1 ton heavier, but I would consider it kind of like a Giga because it's but not quite as powerful. It's really tricky. It's like a water Giga almost, the Spinosaurus. So it'd be like kind of like that. it'll be heavy bleeder and stuff. So to answer your question, I guess it'd be more so of a bleeder against a Rex. So you'd have to bleed it out, versus a flat out just going in and killing things, um, like a Rex would do. I know that was a lot of word vomit right there. It's a difficult question. I have not had to think about balancing stats for a long time. So I've got most of that stuff done with the playables that we have. So, is somebody biting me? No, it's just me biting. But I'm not too worried about balance. I'm confident in myself on keeping that balance there between everything. Yes, Rex's power. Oh, my voice is dying. Rex's power, Spino is just, it's just there. I think, based on the chat, I think I'll agree there. Spino's definitely going to excel when it's in the water versus on land, but it'll still put up a fight on land. I'm losing endurance. Why? Oh, right. Okay. It's when your water's under 15%. Look at me. Forget all about these mechanics that I have, but I need to make it so that you don't lose water when you're swimming, though. Because that's just stupid to not have. What the great thing is, though, about all these balance things that you guys are talking about is you can just start your own community server and balance things the exact way that you want. If you don't like the way the officials are, go start a community server, edit the stats, and you'll have it the way you want. What a great idea, Smaug. Oh, I know you and Ragnar. I know Ragnar's gonna do one, and he's gonna make it so Puru is like this Godzilla-like creature in the water, and I'm honestly gonna go play as it at least once. Because as much as I'd love to make these creatures, as realistic as possible, it'd be a pretty awful game to go against them, and honestly, for some of them, even to play as them. So, we gotta keep the game portion of things in mind. Is Puru going to be able to grab a full-grown Orano? Yes, I think that's the largest thing it can grab on land. I think, no, it can't grab one on land. It can grab one in the water. No, it can. Sorry, math. 7,000, it can grab up to half its weight on land, up to its entire weight in the water. Food has been adjusted quite heavily. With the redwoods, yeah, that's my little secret. Redwoods has the most because it has bay laurel all around. It has elderberries next to the rivers. And in like the rocky areas, it'll have mushrooms. Can I go under this? Oh, good. Actually, this is my new home. How does the diets work for faster growth? So our nutrient system, essentially, the more varied your nutrients are, which means you have to go around and keep up uh, higher quantities of nutrients, the faster you'll grow. Nutrient drains, though, I need to look at. Might have to drain even faster. Because if they can still keep up with it with horsetails and normal food, then it needs to be faster. Because I want the 5 diets to only work if you're eating the special foods. It wasn't enough the horsetails. Why would I want to turn my night vision off? Still not bright enough for me. I know I heard Nirvana around here, but... Oh, hold on, let me go on the other side. The sun is not rising without me looking at that, actually. Yeah, the sunrise, yeah. Ah. Well, that's lovely. definitely need to change that so that you can drink while you're in the water, or at least your water won't go down and will go up. Slight graininess to the water. I wonder if it's an anti-aliasing thing like DLS. Say goodbye to the Puru. I want to go test Arano things for a little bit. Give me a... I don't want this spawn. How can you see what nutrients you have and what you still need? Currently, you can't. You can see how many nutrients you have by hitting tab. It'll show the nutrients up here, but you can't see exactly which ones you need just yet. I think I can grow myself without healing now. Yeah. Okay, so there should be horsetails here, which is what I want. Are you gonna send, buddy? There you go. Okay, so there's water. And that's pretty obvious, game. Thank you. Thanks, developer. Okay, good. There's horsetails right here. Okay. And now we're just gonna sit here. And somebody asked about something, and I'll pull it up. The size chart thing. Oh, I can't. That's on my old PC, and I don't think I transferred that over. I mean, it's on Canva. I just don't feel like logging in, I guess. It's on my other account. But I can show you this. Show you the size chart. There's Puru and Arano, and where's Eokar? Eokar's way up here, all tiny. You need the model for the dinos? We can't give you the model unless you mean the outlines, which I don't think we've released publicly just yet. Here it is, our favorite, the horseshoe crab. This is the little fish that's being modeled right now, actually. That'll be for Peru juveniles and stuff. And for Tropio, of course. Petke and a Draco Venator are coming up soon. What other things do I got in here? Ooh, the galley concept art. There's that bridge. Bunch of just map images. Snow. That temple. We should go try to find that temple. Organ stuff. Hey, Peru. There's Here's what it'll look like. More Rhino patterns. Horseshoe crab. Skin system concept. Organs. Bunch of just random stuff. That was enough time though. Probably. Although I know a little secret. Hatchlings drain food really quickly. Alright. Run, little Rana, run! Okay. That's about 85 there. So if we'll go up to 45%, that'll be good. So that's an 82 and 85. Now what it will be at if I eat fully here? 90, 91. It'll get me back up to 100%. Okay. Hold on, math. And that was from 85 and 84%. Which is, so it's possible to do this if you keep up your food and nutrients consistently. Which is not what I want. I want, no matter what, you have to go find shrooms and stuff for this kind of diet. But I don't want to change the intake amount. I always want your preferred foods to be giving you 25% more nutrients than food. But I have to make the nutrients drain fast enough that that doesn't make up for anything. So I wonder... let me let this sit for a little bit. I think I do need to further increase the drain rate, which is fine. That's fine if I need to do that. Hey, what happened to my stream? Okay, good. It's back. I don't know if it cut off for anybody else. YouTube said it cut out, but... Alright, if I go eat now... 85, 86... Yeah, I just gotta make that drain far, far more. Double it. Maybe not double it, but by another 100%. So right now it's doing 2 times faster, so maybe 3 times faster will be better. But hey, maybe 4 times would be fine. I'd rather... Yeah, I want to start it at 4 times faster. Actually double it. Because I want to see if that value will be good enough, and then we'll go from there. Because if you can still survive off of horsetails, then it's not fast enough. It's much closer now. I think we're just about there. Dev only, yeah. It just makes my life easier. The thing that shows the FPS though is toggleable in your game settings over here, as well as doing dirty Celsius and stuff. Nobody likes Celsius. Fahrenheit is the way to go. Berries are good for filling the stomach, yes, but not nutrients, yeah. Which again is that's what I want, and I think the shrooms are where I want, and the horsetails and everything. I think that's all where I want it. It's just getting that drain to be a little bit faster. There are not berries everywhere. They're only by rivers, which is kind of everywhere, but only by moving water sources. All right. Well, it's about 2:45, so I've been streaming 2 hours 15 minutes. That's hefty. I think I'm gonna go do a couple of these fixes here and get some changes done so that Islander can build tomorrow, because I'll be away for a few days. But yeah, thanks for stopping by. The pinned comment or description, there's our Kickstarter. Please do consider looking into that. We have to hit that goal by the 30th or we don't get anything, which is hitting that goal is really going to speed up our progress here. If you like what you're seeing, you want to get Puru out, Tropio and everything, helping support us there really, really goes a long way. But also check out Steam, come play the playtest, go to Discord, all that stuff. But I'm going to head off. Thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. Hold on, I'm back, hopefully. Hopefully I'm back. Yes, there's a Mega Brawl event tomorrow. Thank you, Smoxy. Like, you caught me at the very end there. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.